What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new day here in Planet Zoo. We are back at the tropics, back at our South American zoo, and things are going well, man. So you guys know the last couple of episodes we added in, first of all, of course, our jaguars. These guys are so cute. We've already got a couple of babies. There's what happened? I promise your life is worth it. Please don't impale yourself with that pole. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, you guys can see we've got a couple of babies that are roaming around. They're growing up. They're getting bigger, but they're just as cute as ever. So that's pretty exciting. Last episode, we added our llamas over here, which I believe we already have pregnancies. Yeah. Due October of year 3, which is in a few months, so we might see those born today, but I mean, they're all happy and healthy. The guests are happy and healthy. The zoo is making money. Things are looking good, but we aren't going to stop there. We are going to add in another new enclosure today. So I've already got it pre-made right here. You guys can see we've got some fairly short chain link fence all the way around. One thing that I just realized that we are definitely going to have to do is make this climb proof. We are going to be taking a look at the Colombian white-faced capuchin monkey. So these guys, they look pretty cute. It's an arboreal primate that lives in the forests of Colombia, Panama, and Ecuador. There are 11 different species of them, and I mean, they look pretty cool. So you guys can see natural habitat, 210 square meters of land. We got that. We need 20 square meters of climbing. We're gonna get that. That's gonna be easy. Wait till you guys see what we have for that. It's actually pretty exciting. And we need a grade 1 fence that's climb proof of about 4.125 feet, which is what we already have. One thing that's kind of interesting is you could do water instead of a fence, but I want to do a fence because guests can enter the habitat. We're going to be able to make this a walkthrough exhibit, which I think is going to be kind of cool. So you guys can see, I mean, 8 to 40 of them. You could have up to 13 males and up to 39 females. I think we have 5 males and 4 females currently. Let me actually, I was hoping to get 5 and 5. Looks like we've got some new females up for grabs here. I'm gonna say let's get the 16-year-old with high fertility. That did not sound good. Okay. I scratch that. I didn't say that. We're gonna cut that out, but we're actually gonna leave it in. All right. Anyway, yeah. So now, as you guys can see, if we go to our animal storage, we've got we've got 6 females and 5 males. So now we're gonna have to grab an extra male. I thought we were 1 female short. I want to try to keep it even. Look at this guy. Lucky you. He's in there. So we're gonna have 12 in total now, which is pretty good. But yeah, so you gotta have 12 in total. Mature at 7 years. They become sterile at 30 years. They'll have 1 offspring. 6 months of pregnancy, 24 months in between each pregnancy. All right, looking pretty good. I like it. I think this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be exciting, and we're gonna get after it. So let's go ahead and let's make our doors and our pathway here. So we're gonna go into our barriers. I'm gonna say we're gonna want a guest gate. We're gonna put it over here. Shoot, is it too close, or is it on the wrong side? I think, is the fence too close? I think if we back it off of it a little bit, that might work a little bit better. Is that even? That looks kind of even. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I think if we back it off of it, yeah, you need to give it a little bit of space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it, shoot. See, the problem is none of this is perfect 90-degree angles and stuff. I kind of wanted to have it go straight through. I still think we're gonna have it go straight through. It might be a little crooked in one area. So we'll put a guest gate there. We're gonna have to do the same thing over on this side. Now, the reason why I wanted it to be straight is I want to put like little posts and ropes on each side. So it's kind of a barrier. It's a guard for people to keep them from leaving on the path. But it also gives the monkeys something to be able to climb and have fun on. And like, think if you were walking through and this monkey just hopped up on the fence next to you, or on the pole on the rope next to you. I feel like that could be kind of cool. So we had this, and this is kind of, I think, what I was wanting to go for, or kind of model this after. So we could grab a bunch of these things, stick them in the grounds, and then grab the ropes, duplicate those, and then make them go along it. Now, I guess we can do it even if it's not perfectly straight. It's just I feel like straight probably would have looked a bit better. But beggars can't be choosers. We're just gonna have to work with what we got, and we'll see if this looks good. This is honestly gonna take me way longer than I should probably invest in, but we're gonna go for it. I actually was able to group them which is gonna make our lives a little bit easier. So I grouped it into, you know, this piece here, and then we could just click it, duplicate it, and keep it going. So we'll just slowly but surely build this thing and hope that this turns out pretty cool. Would you just look at that? I actually feel like that's pretty cool, dude. I like what we were able to do with that. We've got a nice little pathway, and like I said, I'm pretty sure this is gonna count as as climbing for them. I guess we could test it out and see. I do have a very exciting thing we're gonna add in for climbing that you guys may or may not have seen in the thumbnail. But I feel like that's pretty cool there. All right, so next up, what we're gonna want to do is set up a, we're gonna want to get a habitat gate in here. So let's see our barriers. We're gonna get our habitat gate set up just like that. Let's see from a strictly habitat situation here. We're gonna take a look at the I'm gonna say capuchin monkey. Hopefully I'm saying it wrong, otherwise I'm gonna sound really stupid. So here we go. Food and water. We've got some arboreal feeding platforms here. So technically I think we want these to be up off the ground. I could just do a little one. We could do a tiny climbable log. I want to make sure that our people can reach it. So I'm gonna put this there, and then we can put this feeding platform up on top of it. And I would imagine that they're gonna be able to just kind of lift the bucket and throw it on there, but I guess we'll see what happens. So we've got a 3-meter platform there. We're gonna be able to do a water bowl right next to it. We'll put those close to the entrance, so we've got easy access to it. Looks good to me. So obviously it's gonna take a little bit of time for the keepers to get all these guys in here. 12 monkeys in one exhibit, one enclosure. That is just sketchy. Oh shoot, do we have to, hold on. Give me a second. Do we have to get we gotta get the no climbing on that. Are we good there? Are we good over here? I don't think they can climb the guest gates. But here we go, our first couple of deliveries. One thing I do want to say is we gotta be careful getting too involved with these enclosures, because you guys can see, I mean, we already spent a good amount of money today just on the pathway and the railing and the rope, you know what I mean? So we definitely have to do a better job about that. But here we go. So we've got Miguel in here, and he's looking like he's not really that happy. He doesn't have any plants that he likes. He doesn't have any hard shelter. His enrichment is down. His terrain is not bad. Could use a little bit less long grass, more short grass and soil. Okay. Environment definitely wants more coverage and better plants. All right, so we're gonna be able to work with this. Let's get their little play place in here. All right, this is the big thing I'm excited for. I found this in the blueprints and I knew we had to use it. We have a climbing frame with a slide. We have a legitimate monkey playground, and we're just gonna set this thing up right over here. Looks pretty good. Dude, that is insane. $3,700, but without a doubt, the best $3,700 I've ever spent. Now this is way far off the ground, so what we're gonna do is just move it down in so that it makes a bit more sense, probably down to something like that. Looks good. All right, that looks fantastic. Are we all lined up? Looks like we could kind of rotate it a little bit. Y'all know I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so we'll line that up with the fence. All right, that looks pretty good right there. So we've got that. Of course, we're gonna want some mulch around their playground. So we're gonna grab our light soil, and we are gonna go ahead and make their playground light soil. So we'll kind of fade it over here on the sides. Like that looks pretty good, and then we'll up the intensity, and we'll really kind of get the soil going underneath it like this. All right, that looks pretty good. Probably go all the way up against the fence. Boom. So that's their little soil section. I feel like that looks pretty good. We've got like flags and stuff up there, dude. That is so cool. So we also have another thing that I found, which is climbing as well as shelter, is gonna be the primate shelters over here. Ooh, see, this is kind of a lot. That's too big. That's too bad. I really wanted to put that in there. I thought it was gonna be a bit smaller. That's not gonna work. How about a monkey treehouse? Whoa, this is kind of a big one too, but this might actually work if we put this more towards the ground. Maybe put it over in the corner over here. Dude, that is a large tree. Is that gonna count for their shelter? I really hope so. If that counts for their look how small they are and look how big that is. That counts for their shelter, baby. I guess we kind of have a little bit of shelter in here too. We could probably put some bedding down. Let me grab this bedding up here. I'm gonna grab just the individual piece. Let's grab that, and we're gonna throw it down in here so they can play or they can sleep. It's a very diverse piece of equipment that they're gonna be able to use. Dude, this is already crazy. All right, so we've got that going on. These guys are way smaller than I thought they were gonna be. Look how big of a setup we made them, and they're that small. It's a good thing we've got 12 of them. Okay, so let me see what else that he needs. Terrain is good. Could use a little bit more soil. We just let's do soil all throughout over here. There's no reason not to. Let's just do soil all through over here. We honestly, let's make this aesthetically pleasing, not necessarily true to real life or like true to nature. We're just gonna do soil on one side and grass on the other. I don't know. That's just a little interesting, right? Makes it a little unique looking. Then we could have kind of like, ooh, what if we did literally straight down the middle, short grass on this, or actually let's do short grass on this side. Short grass all the way through here, and then we're gonna do long grass over on this side, all the way through here. So we're gonna have a very kind of color blocked working situation here, but I feel like it's pretty cool. So we got this set up. All right, looks good to me. Let's finish this up. You guys know I'm a perfectionist, so we'll get all this done. And there we go. Okay, kind of a two-tone color blocked monkey paradise. Now we gotta keep in mind our keepers are not gonna be able to get to this side of the habitat. So we wanna put stuff over here that they aren't gonna have to refill. So the forage box, I don't think they have to refill. We can throw that down there. We can have a little cardboard box, you know, maybe throw this up on this. We can have, we don't need any more climbable stuff. We're gonna be good to go on that. We could have a little keyboard instrument. I'm gonna put this up top up here. I feel like that's kind of neat. So let's let them play some music up top. Play some lullabies to each other. Suspended forager, we're gonna have to put on the other side because they're gonna have to fix that. We could put a little sprinkler. I'm actually tempted to put that, what do you guys think? What if we put it like back over here? Could be kind of fun. Put it on the playground. Might ruin the wood, but it's all right. We'll replace it later. We've got a colorful ball. We've got, oh, mirror mobile. This should be somewhere cool. Maybe, it needs to be something where like they get this because they made it up top. Maybe we'll put it all the way up top. See if anybody can get this thing up here. Boom, that looks pretty nice up there. Got a mirror mobile, rolling feeder. Obviously this is gonna have to be down on the ground. Wow, that thing was floating pretty high. I'm trying to think. I mean, we could just kind of randomly place them throughout here. I don't think it's that serious. I'll put a little feeder here. We'll grab that rolling thing and we'll put that over here just to give people, I guess we want it closer to the walkthrough, huh? So that people can see them. So we'll put these over on this side. It looks pretty, is that floating? A lot of this stuff is floating today. I don't know what's going on. There we go, all right. That looks pretty good. Is there anything else? Maybe a block of ice, fruit spike tree, and we could do one colorful ball over on this side, maybe over in this area. Do we have any other climbable blueprints we can put back in this corner? I mean, there's kind of like a little tree haven thing. That's kind of unique. And then we definitely have to get some plants in here is another big thing. So I'll throw that over there. Kind of random, but kind of cool. We also have this one, which is pretty cool. It's pretty similar to what we already have though. So I think we'll lay off of that. We've got that. Let's check out the plants that they want. I feel like we've got plenty of toys and plenty of enrichment items. They agree. They're at 100% on both of those. If we hit play, that'll update. So that looks good. Plants are not good though. So we are gonna need North and South America, tropical and temperate, and we're just gonna get into it. Looks like they already don't like the baobab and stuff, so we're gonna have to get a lot of stuff that they like to make up for what they don't. They like palm trees, so we're gonna throw in some palm trees pretty much, you know, every corner. Why not? Who doesn't like some nice palms? So we'll throw these around just to make it look a bit more tropical. Could even have one on each side of the entrance where the palms are kind of like creating a bit of an archway there. Is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and do that on each side. So we've got that there. I'm trying to see. I mean, they like these Brazil nut trees. Okay, I hadn't really heard of that before, but we can throw one of these over in the corner. I don't want them to be that tall, do we? These things are pretty redonk. Let's grab another one. Maybe put it over in this corner. Maybe get rid of this palm. I think they're probably gonna like the Brazilian trees a bit more than just the palms. We've got all these little guys. Ooh, look at these cordyceps. These are pretty nice. I feel like we need to find something to hide this area. So I'm gonna set up a lot of these. We're gonna hide off so you can't see the transformer and the water purifier. So we could go like that. Let's go ahead and delete these palms, and then maybe we could add these in the front of it just to give it a little bit of color so it doesn't look quite as ugly. We could even make it a big box and then fill it in with the big ugly ones. But at least the big ugly ones are doing the real work, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's just how it is. They're sacrificing for us, so people won't be upset about seeing machinery. So we've got all those there, and then we could grab a couple more big uglies and just kind of set these in to fill in those gaps. All right, that actually looks fairly nice, kind of an impromptu solution. But now when you're walking through, you're not gonna be able to tell what was over there. Good stuff. Okay, looking pretty good there. Let me see how we're looking. You liking what we're putting down, bro? Looks like he's already liking it. He likes the plants. We could use a little or a lot more coverage though, so let's keep getting after it. I mean, lots of colorful little things. We need to pick the big ones though and worry about those first. I love these tamarind trees. You guys know that. We use these all the time. So I'm gonna say let's move this. I'm gonna move it over here on this side since it's a ball. Let's go ahead and grab our terrain tool. Let's pull this area up, make them a little hill. Whoa, that's too much. Go a little bit less on the intensity. Real quick little stab there, and then we're gonna be able to grab that tamarind tree that we like. Could throw this guy up on the hill just to give it a little bit. Let me make sure that's centered. What else do we have in terms of trees? Ooh, look at these guys. Those are interesting. Could kind of put these maybe over by the playground. I don't know if they can actually climb these, but they look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So we got those going on there. We could add little flowers, you know, all throughout the playgrounds, just to kind of give it a little less of a manufactured look and kind of give them something nice to look at. So I'm gonna grab some of these little ones. We're gonna grab some other little ones, and we're just gonna throw them all over the place, just to add some color throughout. Something like this, the monkey face orchid. Or orchid, or the orchid is how you say that. I'm sorry, I sounded pretty stupid right there. It's not the first time that's happened. But yeah, we got a monkey-faced orchid here, which is kind of cool. We can throw some of these around. I'm just trying to put them at the base of some stuff just to kind of give it a little bit more color, make it so that it's not just like, hey, wall meets the ground, and that's what we've got going on. These things are pretty, of course, so we can kind of throw these throughout. Maybe one next to the... I don't really like it next to the slide. I see where we're going with that, but I don't know if I love it next to the slide. So we can kind of set some of these up. Maybe one over here. Whoa! Look, dude, this looks like a tree out of Harry Potter or something. Look at that thing. Look at the vines and the trunk that thing has going on. That's pretty cool. It's called a strangler fig. Interesting. I mean, I'm not against maybe throwing this thing in here just because it's kind of unique. All right, I like it. I mean, I feel like we're kind of getting to the point where we're starting to throw random stuff in here. Not necessarily a bad thing. You just want to make sure that you keep it cool. You know what I mean? You don't want to go too crazy. You don't want to add too much to where it starts to look kind of dumb, and that's kind of a bit of a concern for sure. Should we do something like this? That's actually pretty nice. I'm down to keep that. We do have some little banana palms we could put in certain places, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of in a fairly good spot. I feel like there's not a whole lot else that we need. I mean, we could do more, but again, I don't want it to get too out of control. Let me grab these large azaleas. You guys know what I'm about to do right now. We got the beautiful orange tamarind tree with the beautiful purple azaleas underneath it. That looks pretty good. Let me add a couple more just to make it so you can't see the space in between. Make it look really nice. We also got to keep in mind that we've only got $7,000 left. All right, you know what? I'm gonna call that good. Let's make sure that people actually like it. You know, I feel like we're kind of getting in dangerous territory here. I'm gonna hire one more one more vet. Let's throw her up next to the vet research center. And then we're gonna be able to do some vet research on these capuchin monkeys. Looks like we've got some research completed on the jaguar. So let's look at these monkeys. Let's take a look at our staff here. See if we can upgrade people. Let me upgrade you. There it is. All right, we've got more monkeys coming in. More monkeys arriving. Dude, these guys are so small. You are small. SMOL. You're really cute. They're really fuzzy. I like they're like little white and black markings. And look at those little ears with the little ear fuzz. But come on, man. I thought they were going to be a little bit bigger than this. Uh-oh, here we go. We've got one. Hold on. Click on him. He's going somewhere. I'm not sure where he's going, but he's going. He is running. He is on a mission. Where is he going to go? He's going to climb? Ah, he's going to climb. Nice. Look at this. But yeah, I probably would have made a smaller enclosure if I knew they were this small, to be honest. Man, this is crazy. Okay, next up, we're going to go into our facilities. You guys know the deal. I mean, this is the same thing with everyone. We got to get some tip jars. Tip jars all throughout. Give me all your money. We got to get some education boards down, some educational speakers down, and that sort of thing. I'm going to have a speaker in the middle of the path all the way down. You are never not going to be learning about this monkey. We are going to have all of the info all of the time. I don't know if this is what you want. I mean, I obviously in a real zoo, you wouldn't want to be bombarded with information all the time, but I think in this game, from an education standpoint, this might actually be a good move. So we're just going to duplicate these all the way across. We'll throw another one. Okay. Want to make sure it's on the edge here. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see where the edge of the path lies. Yeah, that looks good. Got that there. We could do one more kind of over here. Let's move it just a little bit. Move it back there. All right, boom. So from an education standpoint, you're never not going to be learning about monkeys. I guess we could use, let's grab some of these bins. We've been using the classic bins. So we're going to throw some classic bins down on each side. Don't want to see people littering in there. We might even want to put a couple of bins on the inside. Although to be honest, I feel like putting bins in there is probably a bad idea. I would imagine monkeys probably like to play with those. But we'll do it just in case because we don't want litter. All right, dude. I mean, I really like what we've done. I think it's really well organized. Maybe a little bit boring in the fact that it's kind of all sectioned off like city blocks. We don't really have a lot of variety in the types of enclosures, like the shapes of them. But at the same time, we didn't have much to work with. When you're building a zoo on the side of a mountain like this, you don't really have a choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. We're at $5,500. We're kind of losing money. Oh, it's going up now. It's a little dangerous. We're going down. We are definitely going down. Looks like we do have a lot of visitors starting to come this way, though. We got some money coming in. We got lots of happy paying customers. That's what I'm talking about. Baby llamas. It happened. Check them out. Look at his little ears. They're actually really big compared to everything else on his body. Look at that little smile, bro. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've had our llama offspring. We've had a fantastic night, dude. The zoo is popping, man. We've got nearly 700 people in here. We're already back up to 20K. I mean, we're kind of like every day we make a little bit of money and then we reinvest it in the next enclosure, in the next exhibit, but is that not kind of how it's supposed to be? You know what I mean? So, very successful third enclosure that we've added in. I would venture to say probably our most popular. I don't know. A lot of people come in and stop and stare at the jaguars, of course. They're definitely the most exciting. I feel like the llamas are a little overlooked, to be honest, but these monkeys, I mean, being able to walk through and see them up close and personal is a pretty cool deal. So, very successful so far. We're staying afloat. We're staying alive. We're starting to pay down our loan. If you take a look here, you guys can see we only owe $40,000 now, which is better than it was before. So we're going to keep on grinding. We're going to keep doing our thing. I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's episode. We are going to take on the last two animals from this DLC. Yes, I know. It's sad to be at the end, but it's still going to be exciting. We're going to be taking a look at the giant anteater as well as the red-eyed tree frog right here. Look at those guys. So hope you guys are excited for that. I'll see you guys there. Peace out.